Hey everyone, Carlos here with Bearable Traders.
Hey everyone, Robert H. here.
And we want to go over our recap today as we both traded the stock Unit. And Unit was in our gappers list this morning, down almost over 50%. And the reason for that is they had a unfavorable court ruling on Friday, and that caused them to postpone their earnings release.
Yeah, so Unit, it was on our watch list, as Carlos mentioned here. Brian and Carlos both put in the alerts there right before the open. I put it on my main screen here. It's my main watch. I saw, obviously huge gap down, lost half of its value. And at the open, it showed strength. As you can see on the 2-minute chart here, it showed strength. It popped up, engulfed the pre-market candle. So I took it on as an opening range breakup right below the VWAP. Put my stop somewhere down here. And I caught a pretty big short squeeze. I'm pretty sure this is a short squeeze. Anyone trying to short the stock ended up having to cover pretty fast here. So I got off towards the high of the day, about $1.30 move there, and then out on the new 2-minute/5-minute low. So you can see the first opening 15-minute candle basically recovered everything. And then back to you, Carlos. I'm pretty sure this is where you took over after I got out.
Yeah, but before I jump onto my trade, that's a good point. I was watching this trade here, and I was expecting a bounce from VWAP back down towards the low of the day. So I'm sure a lot of traders were expecting that same move, which is a great move that happens often. You have your stop loss set up and you can, manage your risk properly. But this one here didn't sell off back down towards the low of the day, and then you took a nice trade there and actually squeezed up pretty nicely. So I missed this move towards the opening range breakup. But then it does this kind of a bull flag here, and then it starts building up. It squeezes to a point here. I get in here for a long. The volume starts coming in, and we have this huge squeeze above this. I think this level at this point was 1272. It was having a hard time breaking that level. We tested it several times. You can see here, here, and here. Finally, it breaks through, and the minute it does, I do take some shares out here. Then I start scaling out towards the top. Once it had this pullback here, you can see it better on the 1-minute chart. So I didn't want to hang on to the pullback here because the stock seemed really strong. It still seemed like it was going to go higher, but I just had a pretty nice move already. So I took everything out on this partial over here.
Wow, yeah, that's a beautiful trade. I saw the same pattern as you, Carlos. It's a pretty typical ABCD. It tested this moving average. I believe this is the 50. Butted its head against it a few times and finally broke through. So pretty smooth ABCD flag type pattern. So what's this other trade that you're currently in, Carlos? You jumped back in during the midday here?
Yeah, so I was actually doing a few things around the house, and then I came back and I saw this breaking down, right? We've seen this before where you have a stock that's really strong at the open, and then it's just starts selling down to VWAP, cannot get any higher here, losing a lot of momentum. Then here I saw a good opportunity, good risk to reward. Took some shares short, and it happened to just start dropping. I did not expect this drop to happen so fast. But I took some shares off here, and I took almost more than half off here. I have an order out for 11. The stock does still look very weak here, right? So hopefully, I know some members in the chat room were looking at this stock as well, so it looked very weak. So hopefully continue to sell off below this 1154 level I have here and down towards 11. So let's see, I have a little bit of shares left here, and hopefully we can get towards the low of the day on this trade.
Oh, cool. Yeah, cool. Nothing going on this side. Yeah, that was a great trade, Carlos. I saw it break down too, but there's just no entry. Once it starts flushing like this, I guess, once it lost $12, that flat bottom there was really no place to get in. So I think it's trying to kind of consolidating now. It looks like it wants to go back up, but, being down 40%, really tough to take a reversal on this thing.
Yeah, exactly. And now that with most of my shares out, if I see it go over 1190 or so, then I'll just bail out on everything.
Cool. Yeah, that's basically the trades. My trade and Carlos's 2 trades. Making use of the Benzinga news, making use of the alerts and the watch list, building that together every morning. Really helpful to make our trading day much smoother.
Yeah, guys, so thanks for watching, and again, make sure you join us tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time. Myself and Norm will be doing the pre-market show going forward. Norm has a lot of great experience, so I'm looking forward to running the show with him going forward. So make sure to tune in on YouTube Live 8:30 Eastern time.